So this is going to be my first video using SEEKER. As you all know, SEEKER was officially released today, and some people did have the chance to have used them already during the PTS. I unfortunately did not get to do so just because I messed up signing up too late, because I do play on PC, so that really wasn't the issue. But yeah, on top of that, this is obviously with the new update in place, so as you can see, the strikeout tickets, there's 16. Ironically, my team has 3 people, and we did load in that way, and I believe that the update did have matchmaking changes that were supposed to specifically address that. I believe that it was something along the lines of, if you have 3 people while loading into a game, the game's not supposed to load in, it's just supposed to cancel at that point, but yeah. On top of all that, this was my first game of the day. I'm not one for warm-ups ever really, but if anything, that just adds to this being honest first impressions and initial review. So in general, I definitely do think SEEKER is a very good character. I could see him being at the top character-wise, for sure. I think what he initially made me think of was like a mix between Dallas and Kestrel, and that's both because of his kit and just like characteristic wise, because I mean obviously the Sahara does have some resemblance to the HRM. I think initially I really am leaning towards the Sahara being better than the HRM though. I think you'll see there's a few times where you land some headshots and you really can turn some gunfights around. Some that you aren't supposed to be winning up close could really go in your favor. I think it kills fast. I think the recoil is more controllable than the HRM, and yeah, I'm really liking it. After this, after this first game, I came straight to record this, so I haven't been able to try out the Aaron yet, but I'm sure it'll be fine, for me at least, because I don't mind scopes. I don't love them either, but I mean, it is what it is. I can still use them. I don't mind it that much. But yeah, on top of that, his similarities to Dallas are obviously his ability. They both have reveals, his arguably being the stronger one just because you can reveal multiple people and there's more, it's more dynamic in many ways just because you can use angles and all that to be more strategic with it. Dallas does have his passive that goes well with his actual ability, so there's that to consider. But in terms of being all around, SEEKER also does have aspects like that because he has the bounce nade and his passive also goes well with it. I think that bounce nade is obviously one of the reasons that he is similar to Kestrel, but on top of that, I think like Kestrel, he also has that ability to be played in a very aggressive way. So again, I feel like he really has like a nice mix of aggressive and a more methodical and just slower way of playing him. I didn't get to use the salvo, and I don't have Scorch, so, and I wouldn't play her anyways, so I don't really know how that secondary plays. I'm sure it's fine because it doesn't really seem like you're often in the position where you need to be using it all that much. I think the bat's good enough. Obviously, I think he would have been better just skill wise if he had like an axe or something a little more practical, but I feel like the bat fits him. I feel like it adds to his character, it gives him a little more personality. Just because the axe is very usable, but I mean, it's a little more standard. Boring, if anything. But yeah, I really like his character, and you will for sure see me using him more often. I will for sure start a series with him again, because I mean, even in the end, in a 4-round strikeout match with the strikeout lives increased, I was able to get 50 downs, and really not on the best game, so he definitely has the potential to have some high kill and successful strikeout matches for sure. But yeah, I'll definitely be using him more. See, I think that was a good example of the Sahara really being sneaky up close, because there's been a few other instances, and probably a few more to come, where I do run into the enemy team Seeker up close, and I'm sure he landed some headshots, and you really see that the time to kill is pretty insane if things go well and your aim is on point and so forth. In general, game-wise, I do like the strikeout changes. I feel like the more lives will benefit everyone, that being casual and new players, because they get more time to play, they get more time to figure out the game, learn and so forth, get experience, get better with gunfights and every character. But on top of that, even though it really isn't the case online, if you are solo queuing, if there ever is an opportunity for a close match going down to the wire, it obviously adds more depth and possibility for comebacks, and more dominant games for that matter just increases. Right here the game is winding down, as you can see. My team, on top of already having lost a team member at the start of the game, because as I said, we didn't load in with one. On top of that, my teammates weren't exactly the best, so you can tell on the score there. I think another thing that is unfortunate about me not being able to to play during the PTS, unfortunately I don't know what to compare this to, because say for instance with the Sahara, I'm not sure if they nerfed some of the kick or made it more manageable. In other words, because yeah, I don't know what it was like before, because that would be interesting to find out. But yeah, here's the end of the game. That was my final score. Thank you.